I'm on crutches for the third time in my life, which is crazy because I'm only 23. I'm not even about to try to come up with an excuse as to why I've been gone. To keep it short, personal reasons like work, health, and a lot of other things that I'm gonna talk about in today's video. Today, I wanna talk about 5 things where I went wrong with content creation. So before I get into where I actually went wrong, I have to go back to where it all began. One of the first videos I ever made wasn't actually from my YouTube channel. It was a church video that I posted on Instagram with my friends about some rules for church camp. And even though a lot of people didn't get it because they weren't going to church camp with us, they still received it really well. Like, that video did pretty good. It wasn't until I put that video out and saw how well it did that I wanted to actually get into content creation and start my own YouTube channel. And man, I started off hot. My first video got like 21 likes, which is a lot for me and still is a lot for me. Actually, if you're watching this video, click that like button. I gained about 100 subscribers in like 2 weeks, which is a crazy short amount of time. And I promoted myself really well across all social medias, and the hype was really real. But that hype died down quickly because after that, I really had no idea what type of videos to make. And I never really figured it out. So I want to get into my first mistake, which is I didn't establish my content. So what I mean by establishing your content is knowing what kind of channel you want to create and making it to where the viewers know exactly what your videos are about when they click your channel. And my videos were everywhere, from filmmaking to vlogs to videos with friends, everything. And going back to that church video, since I started out with my friends, a big part of me wanted to go down that route of making content with other people. Especially at that time, I was looking up to popular groups like RDC World, who I still look up to this day. I was watching a lot of David Dobrik, unfortunately, but at that time he was really moving the needle, and it was something I kind of wanted to mimic but in a different way. But ultimately it didn't really work out, and relying on other people to achieve your own goals sometimes it's not it. So if you actually want to know what this channel is going to be about now, stick around to the end of the video. This next one is by far the biggest killer, which is consistency. This should go without saying. Consistency is the biggest killer in content creation and life in general. Starting and stopping and starting and stopping, it gets you nowhere. You always end up back at square one. A lot of my inconsistencies came from work, health, laziness, and just not having enough time. Without having enough time, I didn't want to put out any rushed content because I didn't want it to be bad. So my advice to people watching this who want to get into content creation, or maybe you're already in it and you want to learn from my mistakes, even if you think some of the content you put out is bad, just put it out there. People like the most random things nowadays. So just keep at what you're doing and eventually something's going to work out. The next thing I want to talk about is pre-planning. This is another one of those things that goes without saying. Pre-planning is essential to content creation. I think my main problem with pre-planning was I never did it thoroughly enough. I always had an idea in my head, but I never quite executed it well because I never focused on the smaller details. I mean, think about it. There's never been a good movie or TV show that came out and was successful from just winging it. So you have to set that same standard for yourself. I'm not saying you have to script every last word or every last thing you're gonna do. Always have that end goal in mind. And having an end goal is actually the last thing I want to talk about. Have an end goal for everything. Whether it's social media milestones or it's an end goal for a video, always have that bigger picture in your head. Ask yourself those hard questions. What audience is the content geared towards? And what do I want people to learn by the end of this video? And with that being said, my end goal for this video is that I hope y'all learn something from my mistakes. And my main goal for this channel is to really fulfill what I feel like is my passion and my calling, which is filmmaking. And I want to take y'all on this journey with me as I go so we can all learn together. So yeah, that's the video. When's the next video coming out? Dang, that's crazy. I know we just talked about this consistency, right? I'm moving a little bit slower, so it's gonna be harder, but there's always a but. I do have a couple videos planned, written down and everything. Like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, types of shots I want to get, people I want in it, whatever. I have stuff planned. I have stuff I know I want to do, and I will get it done. I don't know the amount of time. I am going to like physical therapy and stuff, and I'm still working. So a lot of my time is still taken up, but it's something I want to make room for and time for. And you know what? That's another thing. If it's something you really want, you're gonna make time for it and you're gonna go get it. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I hope y'all learned something. Follow my social medias, click the like button, hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. I will see y'all in the next one, hopefully soon. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. Filmed this video twice and we still got it done, baby. You can go get it. Go get your money.